Episode 74. Thank you, God, for another day, another episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
74.
Consistency. Wow.
It's the name of the game.
Right? Progress over
perfection.
Thank you, God. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, world. Everyone who's been supporting A through Z. Even if you don't like or comment, we still love you. At the end of the day, we understand that there's people that, they want to be MIA. They want to be MIA.
What that means?
You don't know what MIA means?
No.
For another episode, I'll explain it.
Okay.
Going back, guys. Hold up. This thing, my life went up. Going back, let me I clicked the link for the live. Why, episode 74, why the 80-20 rule can change your life. See, some of these topics or these questions that I like answering, why this, why that, why everything, right? Everything starts with why, right? Like Simon Sinek's book, Start With Why, right? But everything in my life has started with what?
With why.
With why. Why am I sitting here talking to Emily? Why am I having here Manny in front of me? Why is everybody else here? Why I did this, why I did that, right? So, a lot of people might not understand why I want to answer this question. Why the 80-20 rule can change your life. But when they finish hearing everything I want to say, they're going to understand that the 80-20 rule will not just change their life, but would impact their overall life, right? Simple. I'm going to summarize the whole thing before I start. 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. They don't teach this in school. Trust me, they don't teach this in school, right? But let's start. Welcome to episode 74 of the CMR Podcast Network. Today, we're diving into a game-changing principle. Why the 80-20 rule can change your life. Also known as the Pareto principle. This rule states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. In this episode, we'll explore how applying this principle in your personal and professional life can lead to greater efficiency, success, and fulfillment. Let's break it down. How you doing today, Emily?
Excelentemente bien. Spiritually.
Espiritualmente.
Mentally.
Mentalmente.
Physically.
Físicamente.
Emotionally.
Emocionalmente.
Financially.
Financieramente, porque quien no sirve para servir, no sirve para vivir. We're all here to serve each other, right? Just like Zig Ziglar said, right? If you help enough people get what they want, you're going to get what you want, right?
Yeah.
What I want. You want me to tell you what I want and tell the world what I want?
What you want?
I want to see a world with more leaders that create leaders. More people maximizing their potential. More people living their best life. Living a life they design, not a life that basically was designed by the government, by society, by the norm, if it makes sense. I want people to go against the grain and do what makes them happy, not what makes the world and other people happy, right?
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Yeah, you're
right.
Yeah.
So, let's start talking about why the 80-20 rule can change your life. Understanding the 80-20 rule. What is the 80-20 rule? The Pareto principle suggests that small percentage of causes, inputs, or efforts often lead to the majority of results, outputs, or rewards. Examples in everyday life. The 80-20 rule can apply to various aspects of life. 20% of your clients might bring in 80% of your revenue, or 20% of your tasks might lead to 80% of your productivity. What can you basically tell me before I go and start talking when it comes to the 80-20 rule? Do you know what the 80-20 rule is?
Yeah, I know. And I also apply it to my physical body.
Can you basically tell the world how you apply the 80-20 rule?
Okay. In the beginning, I just went to the gym, just to go to the gym. But then I wanted to get fit. But then I didn't get the result because I was still eating too much. So I just started eating less. And then I start seeing the result. So I didn't need like the 100%. I started in 80%, but the law, it was like 20% is going to be eating, and then you're going to see the results.
80% is nutrition. 20% systems and process, which is working out. Notice, people that work out for an hour, let's say average an hour, that's 4% of your day. But notice, you could work out every day or have a whatever routine you have, right? But if you don't understand that 80% is what you put in your mouth, right?
Yeah.
If you don't understand nutrition, you're gonna, all your efforts in the gym are gonna go what? Down the drain, right or wrong?
Yeah.
Because when you go to the gym to work out, you're putting your body through pain.
Yeah.
Pain is weakness leaving the body, right? So a lot of people put their body through pain, but they don't see the results when it comes to the dream body. Because here we want to dream big, right? But we also want to make sure when we dream, we want to have that dream body, which is the physical pillar, right? I understand everybody wants the dream home, the dream car, but everything starts with the dream business. So how you do one thing is how you do everything. Yeah. Everything starts with health, because health is wealth, right? So when you understand the 80-20 rule and you apply that to your health, you're going to have more energy. So you're going to be able to now feel better, look better, think better. It's just, you're going to be able to approach things from a different perspective now, right? But everything starts with your physical pillar. So the 80-20 rule can change your life when you apply it to your physical pillar, right? Yeah. But not just your physical pillar, which in the segments I'm going to continue talking about. Okay. Also, Emily, when it comes to 20%, when it comes to business, of your clients might bring in 80% of your revenue. You haven't had clients, customers, whatever you want to call them, right? Because now you started straight to the top, right? Yeah. You became the business, if it makes sense, right? But you're going to understand something. I'm going to use Manny as an example, even though Manny's going to get a chance. Manny, when he cuts hairs, right? Literally 80% of his customers, right? 80% of the results bring what?
20%.
In another word, 80-20 rule. 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. 80% of his revenue, of the money he brings in, come from 20% of his customers. Meaning, you got to identify what customers are what quality and what customers are not quality or BS, right or wrong? You're going to notice that you're going to have more people that are not quality than people that are quality, if it makes sense. So the 80-20 rule could get applied also to the business perspective, even as an employee or self-employed, like in his case, right? Yeah. So going back, I have two questions for you. Okay. What are some common misconceptions about the 80-20 rule?
Common
misconceptions. Or how does the 80-20 rule play out in business, relationships, and personal growth?
I understand the misconceptions because some people think that they need to work more so they can get more.
Good point. You see, now we're flowing. Good point. See, a lot of people think the harder you work, the more you're going to get.
Yeah.
The smarter you work, the more you could get.
Yeah.
If it makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? So 80%
of the results,
your results come from 20% of your effort. So when you take the time to become a thinker and you nourish your mind, your mindset, you're going to be able to attract more results.
Yeah.
But remember, John D. Rockefeller wanted a world what? Full of what?
Workers.
Workers. Have you noticed, Emily, that people that have a worker mentality, they don't apply the 80-20 rule.
No.
They work without thinking.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they need to be told what to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What can you tell when it comes to answering these questions or anything we're speaking?
Well, what I can say is that you don't earn more money by selling your time for money, like selling more time, like overtime, they call it. You earn more money by thinking, but you need to think smart, not hard.
That's why we operate through the imagination.
Yeah.
Podcasting is communication, but we also unification. Because as leaders creating leaders that create leaders, right?
Yeah.
But do we operate through implementation?
It all depends. In the beginning, we need to.
Why?
Because we need to live by example.
You sure? Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's true, right? Especially when you open a business, you got to wear all hats. right?
Yeah.
But who, not how. So I agree and don't agree with you.
So you
if it makes
disagree.
sense, right? It all depends who's the one approaching the project, right? Remember, some people work smart and some people work hard. What do you think Carlos works?
Smart.
Why? I'd rather tell you what to do or tell others what to do than what?
You
Me doing the work, right?
Yeah.
Is that hard?
No, that's smart.
That's hard for other people. That people are not thinkers, right? But for me, it's easy. Because if you do what's hard, your life is easy. But if you do what's easy, your life is hard. You know what's hard for me, Emily?
What is hard?
Having another man, another woman telling me what to do. But you know what's easy for me?
What's easy?
Telling another man or another woman what to do. But you know how I tell people what to do? By leading by example.
Okay.
You get me?
So you need to do it first.
Right? How do I lead by example? Why the 80-20 rule can change your life. I apply the 80-20 rule when it comes to my physical pillar. Right?
Yeah.
Why would I sit down and, kill myself working hard when I could work smart even in the physical pillar? Right?
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Really?
I enjoy food. I have an excellent relationship with food.
Okay.
I literally enjoy food. Like, I don't diet. I will never use the word diet. Or I will never use the what people say, oh, my cheat meal. You see those people that be like, oh, today's cheat day.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's not in my world because I have a good relationship also with food. So the relationship I have with food manifests in my physical body, if it makes sense, right? So focus on being productive instead of busy. Team Ferriss. In another word, don't mistake movements with achievement. A lot of people are moving around and thinking, that they're gonna get results, right?
Yeah.
That's why I say results driven. Efforts don't count. A lot of people are just basically focused on the efforts. But I try. You don't want to try in the gym. You saw when you changed your mentality to the 80-20 rule, you started getting the results physically, right?
Yeah.
That applies to all the other areas in life too.
Okay.
What else can you tell the world so the next person could come?
What I can say is that I will include myself because I still it's room to improvement, so I don't know it all. We need to think smart, know hard, and work in ourselves, in our mindset. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. Once again, guys, focus on being productive instead of being busy. Do not mistake movement with achievement. Why the 80-20 rule can change your life. See, we're all about impacting, changing people's life. People change because of three things: broken heart, broken pocket, or a trauma, right? Why let a trauma or a broken heart or a broken pocket get to you when literally you could apply the 80-20 rule to everything, A through Z? You could even apply the 80-20 rule to your personal level. Do you know that? If you go and talk to 10 women as a young man, 2 of them are going to be quality. 8 of them are going to be what?
Quantity. You're going to be not as good.
So at first, you got to fail forward. You got to take your shots. That's why anybody that comes and tells me that why do I encourage young people to fail forward? Bro, you got to apply the 80-20 rule when you're young on everything you do. You got me? And you got to let women know that shit too.
I could go against that as well, because what would you prefer, 100 women that's not quality or 1 quality woman?
But you see, it all depends. It all depends who's the person.
Correct.
All right, I already have that awareness of what's quality and what's not quality. And good thing you brought that up. Just like I have this book here, the 80-20 rule, 80-20 sales and marketing. I want to bring a page up from this book, which is page 119. Do you want to make $10 per hour or $100 or $1,000 or $10,000? I'm not going to read the columns of each, but you've seen it.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
But I'm going to give you an example. $10 per hour type of people, I'm going to just bring a point up. Talking to an unqualified prospect. But $10,000 per hour people, they're pretty much, give me a second.
Improving their USP.
No. Selling to high-value customers and groups. Let me ask you a question. Why the 80-20 rule can change your life? Do you think you have the mindset to spot out, let's use business, forget about personal, to spot out who's quality and who's not quality in business? Yes or no? And be honest, because be honest.
That's
because depending your answer.
No, because it's the same answer. It's the same answer I gave for are you grateful? I can't, if you're stuck in between yes and no, then it's a no. Because if you're thinking to the other side, so I'll say no. But the 80-20 rule is like some areas because I believe more in the law of averages. But I'll say no to answer your question.
Okay, so what's the law of averages? Let me be the student and I want you to coach me. I'm coachable. I'm going to shut up and listen.
I'm not going to coach you on
What's
that
the
topic.
law of average?
I'm not going to coach you.
Tell me the law of average.
I'm not going to coach you on that topic, but to me, the law of averages, I also want to see your perspective.
The law of average, if you're around 5 idiots and you're number 6,
you're the average,
of those, right?
Correct.
Okay, the law of average, yes. But also understand one thing. Why the 80-20 rule can change your life.
Why?
If you basically have 10 people in business, do the average of them. That doesn't apply to that, the law of average.
Why? You're doing the average of the 10 people. What if it's 7, 6?
Look at it like this. What's the average of 10? 10?
Yeah.
Huh? That's not the 80-20 rule. So you see why the 80-20 rule can change your life? I'm going to put it in perspective. Let me speak in basketball terms. If you take 10 shots, right? Out of those 10 shots, you could literally make at least 2.
Yeah, but that's a rule. It's not a law. And rules and laws go hand in hand, so it's contradictory. Because what if you make 4? What if you make 5?
But listen to me out. You want to be coachable?
No, I'm listening. I'm just trying to get to a point. Like
you guys want to coach, mentor?
I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I'm just my
It's an excellent point. I want these things to happen. You got me?
I'm just saying, yeah.
Right?
Correct.
The teacher appears when the student is ready.
I was born
but
ready.
I'm a student.
So am
I. I could learn something from you and from anybody in the world. Because if there's one thing I know nothing.
Likewise.
If I'm bringing this point up, why the 80-20 rule could change your life, this is not the law of average. This is totally different.
That's why.
So you got to open up your mindset. Shut up and listen. And just pay attention to my point of view.
Okay.
What's not recorded is not remembered.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to play back the video. And you're going to be able to say, wow, it does make sense. Or in the personal level, you probably want to look like 99% of guys want to be looked at.
I don't want to look like nothing, buddy.
Guys, you guys are not fucking Santos.
I don't want to look like nothing.
Listen, world. The guys that act that they're saints, you got to watch out from those guys. I'm telling you that shit. I've been around so many guys all my life. It's like, do not judge a book by its cover. You could see a person like me, talkative. You get me? When a woman sees me, they normally say, this guy, he looks like a flirt. I do look like a flirt. You got me? I look like mujeriego. There's so many labels that they could label me. And in reality, I'm totally opposite from what people see me. I do admit that I'm a fucking attraction. And I'll say it on video. I know I'm an attraction. But it's because attraction is something spiritual. At the end of the day, there's no ugly people.
Yeah. Para los gustos se los colores.
If it makes sense, right? How did I become attractive? Simple, by taking care of my 5 pillars. Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, right? But I don't want to get off topic. My message that I'm trying to bring across is the following. Why the 80-20 rule can change your life, change the viewer's life, change people's life, right? When people understand that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts, you could apply that rule to everything. You know why I say it? I don't like giving advices, but I applied that to my own personal life. I'll give you an example. So to give you perspective in the personal level, that way, so the world will understand. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. And if I don't bring the personal level,
no, go ahead.
I cannot help people in the business level, especially the male, because males are more chasing women than chasing their purpose. Most males do not think like the way I think. business first, pleasure second. Make sense? Because having a female, having a significant other is part of the male fulfillment. You get me? Guys want money is to literally look good to attract high quality female. Straight up. You might not say that. I say that shit. If you say no, the opposite, you're fucking lying. You get me?
It's all about priorities.
It's not all about priorities. Tell me, understand this. I'm not the tallest man. I'm 5'8".
Okay.
Right? I go pound to pound with any motherfucker taller than me. Or short or whatever. Any man in this world. You know why a man doesn't take a hair? I don't lose sleep over a man. Huh? Because I got my shit together. Self-love, self-care, happiness, inner peace, independence, time management. So, the minute I have my shit together and I got my 5 pillars under control, I'm going to become a high-value man. Who you think a woman's going to pick out? Between, what do you think there's more? Out of every 100 guys, literally 80% of shit.
Well, I came here for the question. I commented under the post too. Why would the 80-20 rule change my life?
Okay.
Answer me that question.
Okay, this is the second segment, right?
Yeah.
We haven't finished. How can the 80-20 change your life?
Yeah.
In the personal level, if you basically talk to 10 females, you're going to notice, you're going to learn something from each.
Correct.
Right? And if you thought this one was quality, when you talk to this one, now you're going to be like, but hold up. I thought I was in love. Don't we want people to what? People change because of 3 things. Broken heart, broken pocket,
Trauma.
or trauma. Do you want to be traumatized when it comes to a broken heart?
Thank God it hasn't happened to me.
You're fucking lying.
I never got my heart broke, bro. How could something be broken if I never gave it? How you gonna tell me about my 22 years of life, Carlos?
Bro, you're a fucking liar and I'm fucking telling you this shit on fucking camera, bro. Bro, you're a fucking liar, bro.
Why
you're
you say
a
that?
fucking liar.
Why you say
bro,
that?
Bro, you look like the type of motherfucker, bro, that every nigga's gonna get their fucking heart broke. Especially if you don't got your shit together. Do not fucking lie here on fucking camera. Cause I'll fucking embarrass you right on the fucking podcast.
I mean, we can
bro,
talk. I'm talking.
Bro, let's talk woman right now. Let's talk woman. You wanna talk woman? Let's talk woman. Do not fucking think you're a high value man, bro. You're fucking low value. I want you to fucking have this video. Right? Because y'all motherfuckers go through pain. Right? So you gotta admit that you still don't got your shit together. Right? And your heart's gonna get broken. Do you have your dream girl? It's my fucking question.
No.
So your heart's broken. A nigga that doesn't have his dream girl, his heart's broken. Because you're not fucking the bitches you want to fuck. Do not fucking come and tell me that shit. A nigga with his dream car, dream home. Can you take a bitch to your dream home right now?
No. No,
So
I'm being
80-20
honest.
rule is going to change your fucking life. Don't come with the Bible, the churches. I'm going against the grain.
I didn't bring nothing up
in
yet.
this
I'm
thing,
asking you
I challenge the status quo. I'm going against the world.
I'm answering your questions.
When you go to church, these these spiritual leaders, oh no, get married. Bro, if you go and marry right now, shout out to my cousin Alvaro. He married fucking young. Shout out to my brother. He fucking got young, you know, he got his baby mother. They're not even together.
His first BM?
So, why? I told my brother, enjoy your life. Niggas broken, heartbroken. Based on what they told me. And I believe that shit.
But that's not everybody.
I believe that shit. You know why? Even my brother, I'll embarrass him here.
You
right?
don't got to.
How the fuck they told me that his baby mother already got another nigga? I'm seeing that shit on fucking video.
It happens.
Right? I never seen none of my baby mothers with a nigga. Because I became so fucking valuable, I wanted to fucking get a nigga.
Thank you. Good point. You see when you're always talking about working in the business and working, like sometimes you got to wear all hats. But what if you're not as valuable that you could leverage other people? How you said, if I see my man die, but you're not valuable, who's going to listen to you?
But
you're not, you know?
Going back, man changes because of 3 things. You got to go through a broken pocket. You got to go through a broken heart. You got to go through trauma.
I feel like trauma is my
you
situation.
You get me? No. The three. A man that doesn't go through those things will never basically what?
So have you been through those 3?
Yes.
Okay. I respect it.
Yes.
I respect it.
Yes.
I respect it.
You
but
got me?
I feel like you say broken hearted, it's like broken heart is when you, for me, like a week, okay, I think about the shorty, then I get over it. But why would I sit here and simp about a girl for 2-3 weeks? That's my
when it comes to my case, straight up,
I'm listening.
I fell in love with myself.
So how you say?
But hold up. Let me explain to you.
I love this topic.
I fell in love with myself. The minute I fell in love with myself, I said all the energy I'm gonna invest it into myself. But listen to this.
I'm listening. Then I'll
right? To become the best version I could become, so I could be able to attract the best of the best, or whatever I want to eat, if it makes sense. Right? So, making a long story short, in the past, when I was a little kid, obviously, there could have been girls that, shit, I would love to talk to that girl. I wouldn't say it like that, right? But the girl didn't give me that energy, you get me, that she wanted to talk to me. So I don't want to say I was heartbroken, but I took that as fuel, if it makes sense. You got me?
So a girl that like you was attracted to.
We need that. That's part of, that's spiritual. We get fueled by women. That's deep. The male that says otherwise, they're fucking lying. We get fueled by women. Think and grow rich. It doesn't say work and grow rich. The chapter on sexual transmutation, page 263. Sexual energy is so strong that you need to be heartbroken. Because the pussy is what fucking breaks your heart. You're not going to be fucking that pussy. It's not the woman, it's the pussy.
Okay.
Facts? Manny, you a man. It's the fact that you're not going to be fucking that pussy. So sometimes it's not heartbroken. I've never been heartbroken, like, oh, my heart broke. But just knowing that another nigga's going to be pounding that shit.
Can't go back.
Huh?
I can't go back to that. It's true.
As a man, we value respect.
It's true.
Right? That's why I never gave a woman a title. But it's because I always had, as a visionary, operating through imagination. How about if I give this woman a title and then she goes out with a nigga that I know or some shit? Oh, nah, it was my turn. Now it's your turn. So I rephrased the whole fucking panorama. So it won't happen to me. Meaning, I set up my garden in a way where the butterflies are going to come to me. That's why the 80-20 rule is a must when it comes to me. I don't know about you, but when it comes to me, I apply it to business, personal, basketball, sports, everything.
How do you apply
the 80-20 rule.
How do you apply it to business?
To business?
Yeah.
80% of my results come from 20% of my effort. So in this case, we're here creating content through communication. People perish because of lack of knowledge, right?
Yeah.
People perish because of lack of vision, right? So how do I apply it to business? If 80% of my results come from 20% of my effort, if I record for an hour, 1 hour, and I bring my knowledge, my vision to the world, right? That's enough to bring attention. I day trade attention right now, right? If I invest 1 hour to my personal development, right? Because if you work hard on a job, you make a living. But if I work hard on myself, 1 hour, working hard on myself, on my mind, 1 hour, golden hour, I'm going to be able to think better because I'm not going to be a worker. If I apply 1 hour to my physical pillar, work out one hour, right? Everything else is like a domino effect. So going back into the business, 80% of my results come from 20% of my effort. My effort is just recording content. Because when I create content, I could bring my authentic self. So it's good that all this shit is fucking happening.
It's good.
You got me? Because I want to be able to look back 5, 10, 20 years from now and be like, look how the fuck I was basically talking. Look how the fuck I was basically saying this. So I could see also how I improved. Because certain things I want to leave out, like the bad words. When I say a bad word, I don't mean the bad word. It's just my environment. I'm a byproduct of my environment. Playing basketball around so many negative motherfuckers, you got me? These words still haven't basically came out because I'm still associating myself with the street. Because basketball is more street. Most people that are business, they're playing golf. Golf is too boring for me. I cannot be here fucking with a stick. I can't do that. I want action. Baseball, basketball. I want to play shit that gets me, that gets my energy out. I got way too much energy. But going back, in the personal level, we guys, we got to go through a broken heart. It's not that the heart gets broken. It's just the fact that you're not going to fuck the pussy again.
But like how you said...
And women's, with all due respect, before you keep saying, women's, they're wired different from us guys. When a woman says no more, they're not like us. When a woman says no more...
They're more emotion-based.
When she's done, she's done.
But you said you didn't give a woman a title, so then the next person can come up. You said you didn't give women a title. I forgot why, to not give them leverage. But in my case, it's because I didn't become valuable. So when you say all this about women, it's not putting them first. I got to put myself first, because if I don't become valuable for myself, how am I going to give value back to a woman? So
how long did you learn all this? What you're saying right now?
Over time. But with you, I've definitely learned a lot. But it's not, I can't give you all the credit.
Because I don't need credit from you or from nobody. But I'm the king of fucking helping niggas overall when it comes to the personal level. I'm a master when it comes to, low key, if there's one thing, I don't know nothing. But what separates the best from the rest is mindset. And one thing about me that I probably say here on video, my game is crazy. I'm not new to the game. Why? Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. I knew at a very young age that personal development was going to help me also in the personal level. When did you find out that personal development was going to help you in your personal level?
Forget about personal. My whole life was when I crossed paths with you.
Okay, so perfect example. Women are stimulated by the mindset. Women are not stimulated like us by the physical. We male, we see a beautiful woman, attractive physically, we fall in love with the eye. Women, they fall in love from the ear. How old are you?
22.
I turned 34. Age is only a number.
Correct.
Right? When I was 22, I was already doing fucking crazy numbers. You get me? Ahora que yo estoy tranquilo.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
You get me? And it's because straight up, you get tired. I got tired of pussy. Because I knew that the 80-20 rule is going to change my life. You will not, straight up, you will not live your best life till you fail forward. And to be able to fail forward, it's a numbers game. When you don't understand in your personal level, professional level, everything is numbers, and literally the more numbers you do, the more you're going to be able to know how to navigate, maneuver situations. So as a young man, if you would have been my son, I'll tell you, don't go fuck one girl, go fuck 100 girls.
That's what I'm saying, Carlos. I lived a life before I met you. So when I met you and I got the knowledge, I could look back on my experiences and reflect, is what I'm trying to say, bro. If that makes sense. But
it doesn't make sense, but
it doesn't make sense to you, but thank you for having me, and I will reflect back on this video, and hopefully that was good content for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's not about working harder, but working smarter. In another word, segment number 2. Applying the 80-20 rule to time management. Identifying the key 20%. Evaluate your daily tasks and figure out which 20% of activities lead to 80% of your desired outcomes. This helps in prioritizing your time and energy on what truly matters. Identifying the key 20%. Maximizing efficiency. By focusing on the vital 20%, you can minimize wasted time and increase your overall efficiency, leading to greater achievements with less effort. Vanessa, how you doing today?
Excelentemente bien, Carlos.
We're speaking about, obviously, why the 80-20 rule can change your life, right? Based on what I just said and everything we spoke, what do you have in mind, Vanessa?
I have so many things in my mind, But what I understand, you say like 20% of your effort.
80% of my results come from 20% of my efforts, right?
It's like when you put it like it's like you always say, Vanessa, like the 80-20 rule you apply in your life. You like call like 20 or 100 or 20%, right? or 20 people.
Let's say you call 100 people.
Yeah, yeah, and you make sure you're gonna be like 20, like the right. But the thing is, I'm not saying I'm not do it, but I had to be quality, like like the people I want to call, I want to be like see quality people, because sometimes I call people and they not understand, they just like.
So that's in the business level. Let me ask you in the personal level.
Okay.
Do women apply the 80-20 rule when it comes to dealing when it comes to males?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
At every 100 male, what is the ratio that they're equality? At every 100 male.
Oh my Lord. You say like how I can see man?
How can a woman, basically in the personal level, because how we do one thing is how we do everything, right? I'm a numbers guy, straight up. In the personal level, I make sure that there has to be options. You know why? Less tolerance. The more options you have, the less tolerance you have. So as a male, you need to have women chase you. You cannot be chasing them. Okay. Why? I'm going to tell you why. When a man chases the woman, women run away. But when a woman chases a man, it's different. Because the attraction needs to be there more from the woman's side than from the male side. Because women have literally a different ratio. When it comes to, let's say, the 80-20 rule, at every 100 guys, literally, more than 80% want to fuck ya.
Okay.
When it comes to us men, at every 100 women, less than 20% want to fuck us.
Okay.
Did that say that correct?
Yes, correct.
So it's a different ratio.
Yeah.
80-20, right?
80-20.
I'm just using the 80-20, but in reality, at every woman, right? 99.9% of guys want to fuck them. Except the son, shit like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, if it's not the son, every guy want to fuck him. Well, the woman that says otherwise, you guys do not understand how men think. And the man that says otherwise, you're a fucking liar. Pound to pound, I'll go with any motherfucker in this world. Any male that comes and tell me that shit. Especially when the woman is attractive. Y'all jerking off motherfuckers.
Okay, Carlo, I want to say something. Because I want to say about how I see men before and how I see men now.
Okay.
Okay. What I saw men before is like I just focus more spiritually and how he look, because I know I was young too, and how he treat me, like how he with me. And this is like not just money. No. I just like how he look, how he treat me, and how he like with the mom or something like that. But now I understand and I grow up. And I know I wanted like the man value, like, he grow up, he have a personal development because I'm in the journey too, But, now I compare my mindset and before, I just like, see, I wanted like the man, like, compared to me or just up to me.
What percentage of males out there you think are in their personal development journey? Good point that you brought across.
No,
Out of the 80-20 rule, what do you think? What percentage of males do you think that they're in personal development?
1%.
You see?
Yeah, I can
You
see
see?
that.
The 1%.
Yeah.
If it makes sense. Good point. Let's talk about using the 80-20 rule to improve relationships and networking. Because that point could bring basically that topic more clarity to the subject, right?
Okay.
Focus on high value relationship,
Yes.
right? So we were talking about why earlier, right? Using the 80-20 rule to improve relationships and networking.
Yes.
Focus on high value relationships. Not all relationships bring the same value.
Yes,
Focus on the 20% of the relationships that provide the most support, value, or opportunities for growth. As a young male, going into the marketplace, right, to deal with women, do you think they know the difference between high value relationships and low value?
No.
You know what males look at in a woman? Tiene un culito.
Yeah. She's beautiful.
So the 80-20 rule could change your life.
Yes, sure.
Because now, when you're around Carlos, you're not going to look at the physical pillar.
No.
You're going to look at, okay, you look good, but I'm looking at your mindset.
Yes, sure.
Because your beauty is not going to raise my daughters,
Yep.
my kids. Oh, you look good? You got their mindset, but your emotions are not right? No. 80%, 90% of your decisions, you're going to make them based on emotion.
Yes, sure.
Estamos en crecimiento, no en sentimiento. We're on growth mode, not in feelings. So I got to make sure all these pillars Now let me double check her connection with God. Oh, nah, she drinks or smokes hookah or vapes or you get me or anything. You got me? Nah. When it comes to the financial pillar, hold up. Is this woman with me because who I am, or she's with me because of what I have, what I could bring to her table?
Yes.
I want to be with a woman that is with me because she wants me, not because she needs me. It's a difference, right? But it's the same thing. Us male, we want to be with a woman that we want, not the woman that we need. Guess what, Vanessa?
Yes.
97% of males out there, 98, 99, are with women just because of the sex.
Wow.
Most guys are not even getting pussy. Straight up. The richer get richer and the poor get poorer. The guys getting the pussy, they get all the pussy. And the guys that do not get the pussy, they get Manuela. Straight up. So, why using the 80-20 rule to improve relationships and networking? Once again, focus on high value relationships. Yeah. Not all relationships bring the same value. Focus on the 20% of the relationships that provide the most support, value, or opportunity for growth. Meaning, if you have 100 women as a man, you're able to do the 80-20 rule there. Because now you could say, okay, out of these 100, let's say 10. When a male, if you go and talk money to 10 women, you're going to be able to, out of those 10, figure which ones, the 2 that literally could kiss out and then you dump the other 80. And that applies to business too, even with employees. If you need an executive assistant, you don't just hire the fucking first assistant that comes to your fucking table.
No.
Most guys, when they see a woman, the first woman that fucking opens her leg, that's my girl.
I'm gonna get
And
married.
even if they don't label it, they still have it. Oh, nah, but at least I got something. Nah, I don't want something. I want what I want. Yeah. I just don't want anything. So the 80-20 rule, quality over quantity. Rather than trying to maintain many relationships superficial, focus on nurturing a smaller circle of meaningful connections that drive 80% of your growth and success. So quality over quantity.
Yes.
Right? Your network is your net worth. So if your network is your net worth, why the 80-20 could change your life? Because you're now able to apply the 80-20 rule to your network in your personal level or business. Make sense or doesn't make sense? So I'm going to ask you 2 questions before the next person.
Okay.
How can the 80-20 rule improve the quality of your personal and professional relationships?
Like the interaction like each other. You know, when you interaction like the relationship, you can get more like 20% your result. Like, you know, the 20%. And then the 80% is like emotional fulfillment because, see, you feel like the person you connected, like, you know, like emocionalmente, you're going to see like the relationship going to connect it. I don't know if it makes sense.
How can the 80-20 rule improve the quality of your personal and professional relationships? Remember, I was talking about using the 80-20 rule to improve relationships and networking, right? Focus on high-value relationships, quality over quantity. How can the 80-20 rule improve the quality of your personal and professional relationship? Perfect example, guys. Look at her and everybody that's been in the podcast today. They don't understand how important is the 80-20 rule to be applied in their life. If I'm here bringing the 80-20 rule, you get me? And I'm here investing my time because I'm not wasting my time. You get me? Because some of you guys might not get it. And those who do not get it, you're going to pay the price for not understanding it. You're going to pay the price. Because if my brother would have listened to me straight up and he would have dated a lot of different women, he wouldn't know what quality is and what's not quality. Straight up. He would have been able to pick, be wiser picking, choosing. Right? You got to feel forward. Who the heck you think got more experience? A man that probably have talked to over 1,000 women? Or a man that has only talked to 1-2 women? Just because their church programmed them straight up that you got to go marry young, fornicación y que adulterio, que this and this, that. When these fucking guys, as soon as they see some nice ass, they don't want to fucking control their fucking eyes. I'm a male myself. Yeah. I'm a male myself. I could be tranquilo and subconsciously, a woman with a nice body, and and then I don't look. You get me? Because I had a lot of them. Make sense? Nah, it's not even disciplina anymore. It's just I had so many fucking different type of fruits that for a fruit to impress me, like, yo, you gotta be out of this world. Like, I already had the best of the best of the best. Straight up. I feel like I had all the baddies of the baddies. I already had, you get me? But it's because I understood the 80-20 rule. You gotta fail forward. It's a numbers game. Same thing in business. If you don't understand, numbers are infinite. That's true. I had to stop, myself, because I don't want to call myself a chaser. But I said, hey, hold up. I had to stop even my attraction. Because if not, I'm going to go crazy. Yeah. I don't know if it makes sense. And I don't blame these females. Most guys are not in their personal development journey. Mm-hmm. Most guys, do they understand the 80-20 rule even when it comes to the physical pillar? No.
No, because
you could see their fucking body.
Yes.
You get me? Most guys are not in shape. Straight up, most guys are not in shape. Not in my eyes. Yes, what shape to you might not be in shape for me. If it makes sense. And in the professional level, going back, you got to apply the 80-20 rule. If I call 100 people, right?
Yes.
I know that those 100 people, 20 of them, I'll be able to close deals with them. 80-20 rule. But when you're Carlos and you become quality in negotiation, you could call one person, or anybody could call one person like we did it yesterday with you, Manny, and I could close the deal. I could stimulate, because the thing is, I already know I have all those tools, strategies to be able to close the deal. What else can you say, Vanessa? Your network is your net worth. So that applies obviously to the 80-20 rule. Why is this essential to invest in fewer, higher quality relationships? Why is this essential to invest in fewer, higher quality relationships?
Yeah.
And how you determine quality?
Okay.
Just because of the personal development?
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna say like how I define quality, because now in my journey, it's just like to do my personal growth, like to put in the work. But I understand. See, I put it like the 20% in the personal development. I'm gonna get it like the havoc, and I'm gonna get it like the havoc and the skill. But the thing is, the 80% gonna be my mindset, like my growth, because I put it the work. I just like decide to develop myself.
In another word, when we invest in ourselves, we also want to attract people that have done the same thing.
Yes.
Right or wrong?
Yes.
To make a long story short, right? Why the 80-20 rule could change your life? It has changed my life. Do you want to apply it? That's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not nobody to tell people what to do. But one thing about me, I'm going to bring awareness. I'm going to take the mask of females, and I'm going to take the mask of males. The 80-20 rule could help you in your personal level as a male. Simple. When you understand that females, straight up,
Yes.
straight up,
That's right.
it's a numbers game, right? And you literally gotta what? Do your numbers in order to not put them in a pedestal.
Okay.
That's when females what? You attract the quality.
Okay.
If it makes sense. Because if not, the woman will never value a man.
Okay.
And that's how you build your character as a man also. When you have dealt with so many different type of female. Because you're going to learn something from every female you had.
Yeah.
If it makes sense. When a female has a lot of different guys, she loses her connection with the male.
Okay.
So it's different for a female. Because females are followers. We males are supposed to be the leaders. So in another word, when a female is run through, or has had many owners, something happens.
Okay.
What happens?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I want to know.
No. What do you think? Right?
I don't know.
She loses connection when
she
it comes to the male. Because at the end of the day, she could be like, I could just get another male.
To get another. Oh, yeah. I understand that part.
But to us, it's common sense. A female could just press a button and she could literally get all the males like this.
Oh, now I understand. Not tolerating with the
But we males, we don't have a switch to just get all the females.
Okay.
Unless you work on your mindset.
I understand.
Unless you become so valuable that... What?
I want to know.
Huh? You become so valuable that the female that rejects you, That's her gonna be her in her story, in her podcast, saying, I remember when I used to talk to Drake. Es mentira. You imagine all those women that probably rejected Drake?
And now she, oh my God.
That probably Drake was like, let's take a picture together. And the female was like, I don't like you.
Yeah, you see, now
Who
she
the fuck are
wanted.
you? Oh, I'm Drake now, bitch. Who the fuck are you? I got all the bitches now after me. Now no nigga wants to be with you.
Oh, no.
The game changed. You see? That's why you need the 80-20 rule. Apply it to everything.
I learned this.
80-20 rule has helped me in business. You know how? It helps me not kiss people's ass. Right? Because it helps me attract the quality, clients, customer, whatever you want to call it, and scare away the quantity, the low vibrational one. But the only way you could attract quality is when you do numbers. There's no way to attract quality when you don't do numbers, if it makes sense. How the 80-20 rule can lead to financial success. How you doing, Manny?
How you doing, Carlos? Excelentemente bien.
How do you think I'm doing?
Excelentemente bien.
Why do you think I'm excelentemente bien?
Porque te sientes...
This is an English-speaking podcast.
Because emotionally, you're fantastic. You're excellent.
How you know I'm emotionally fantastic?
Porque those are the 5 pillars, and you dominated the 5 pillars already.
You think?
Yeah.
I gotta pay the rent every single day for those 5 pillars. Every day I gotta connect with God, pray, an attitude of gratitude.
Emotional.
Every day I gotta meditate. Every day I gotta have that connection with myself and prime my mind before I leave.
Spiritually, right?
Right?
Yeah.
When it comes to my spiritual pillar, right?
Spiritually, yeah.
Every day I gotta do that golden hour.
Mentally,
Personal development,
mentally,
self-improvement,
mentally,
right?
reading
Personal
books,
growth,
listen
right? Reading, writing,
audio books,
right?
yeah.
Listening to audio
Yeah.
books. But that's a part, because the audio book I do them working out in the physical pillar, right? Every day I gotta pay the rent to the physical pillar.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Every day I gotta pay the rent to my emotional pillar.
Facts.
Because we're in growth mode, not in feelings.
Yeah,
The truth sets you up.
Free.
It could make some people miserable when you're in fear zone, comfort zone. But when you're in growth zone, the truth what? Makes you up. It makes you feel fulfilled. It makes you feel alive. It makes you feel happy. Right? You want to get your shit together. Self-love, self-hate, self-care, happiness.
Happiness.
Right? Inner peace, independence, time management. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the financial pillar, what? Quien no sirve para servir, no sirve para vivir.
Yeah.
We're all here to serve. How can I help you? You know how I can help you?
How?
Telling you one thing. If there's one thing I want you to know that has changed my life, is the 80-20 rule. Do not unlearn everything you ever learned from me. Just memorize the 80-20 rule, bro. I will never ask a man or another woman or anybody to memorize anything. Memorize the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule. And read this book, 80-20, Sales and Marketing. Your next 5 moves, master the art of business strategies, the vision-driven leader. 80% of my results, bro, have came from 20% of my efforts. Do you want to work smart or you want to work hard?
Smart.
So when it comes to your personal level, do you want to work smart or you want to work hard?
Smart.
Working smart is you becoming the man so valuable that women come to you. Working hard is you becoming no value and chasing the woman.
Facts.
Facts?
Facts.
Do you got a girlfriend?
No.
How easy is it for you to attract women? Straight up. From 1 to 10. Straight up, be honest.
A 3? A 4?
Straight up.
A 4 or 5?
Do you know that women's are 50-50? Yes and no. They're all attracted to us. Do you know that? So that's supposed to give you peace of mind. But do you also know if it's a 50-50 from 1 to 10, let's apply the 80-20 rule, right?
Right.
Let's say it's 50% or automatically every woman likes you, bro. It doesn't matter who the fuck it is. They all like you. Using you as an
They
example.
all want to get married to me.
Huh?
They all want to get married.
Bro, relax. Let me get a point across. So, that's 50%, right? Let's do the 80-20, right? If you get yourself 3 points, meaning 3 pillars under your belt, Bro, you're ahead of 99% of the to not say competition, of the guys.
Facts.
Think about it. These are the 5 pillars.
Yeah.
But look at this, like 10. Women's already, there's a foot in the door. Yes or no. They're 50%. They all like you. But imagine you now have that connection with God. Don't you think God will make it easier for you to attract any woman you want?
Yeah, facts.
Because God wants you to procreate.
Facts.
But when you work your mindset, now you're a 7. If you work with God, you're a 6. You work your mindset, you're a 7 now.
7.
Right?
Yeah.
Imagine you work your physical pillar, you're an 8. Imagine you work your emotions, bro. You're a 9. Imagine you work your financial pillar. One woman will tell you no, bro. I'm living proof, bro. Why you think I talk the way I talk?
Cause you man, you.
Yo, and they can put
your,
comments and put whatever.
You work on your,
anything, bro. The woman, they're on fucking line. You know why? Sit your fucking simp ass boyfriend next to me so I could fucking teach your boyfriend or your husband 1, 2, or 3 things. And I'll prove it that he's low vibration. I'll bet you anything without shitting on another man. Because I'm here to uplift guys. But I would not let another male or women, because I'll sit it also with a woman there, if they want to talk about these topics. They don't want those souls. That's why you got to develop your mindset, bro. What separates the best from the rest? Mindset. So if you work your mindset, you know what's going to happen? You're going to be able to, you don't need to argue. You're going to literally do this to people. When they try to do this to you, once again, you don't do this to them, so they don't do this to you. But when you invest on yourself, bro,
yeah,
your external world is a reflection of your inner world.
Yeah.
Why is it so easy for some guys to attract all the females, right? And be able to reject? That's how you know you become high value as a man. That's why you got to apply the 80-20 rule. You know you became high value as a man when you're here telling females no.
Facts.
Straight up.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
Males do not want to hear this because they're ego.
Yeah.
Read the book, Ego's Not Your Amigo.
They don't work on the 5 pillars.
They don't work on the 5 pillars. You got me?
Yeah.
So why the 80-20 rule
applies?
It could change your life. You got 10 women, right?
Only 8.
Talk to 10. And I bet you anything, bro. If you try to talk to 10, fuck them, bro. Fuck everybody. Talk to 10.
Talk to 10.
I'm serious. Remember, we're born with value less. We're not born like the woman that they're born with the cup already full. So we males, we have to do a numbers game. Because if not, we're going to basically fall with a woman. You know what's the biggest decision a male makes? Also a woman? The significant other. Have you made the decision to pick the wrong significant other?
I have.
Can you tell the world your story?
Well, my significant other, I met her and I seen things in her that had potential. The 5 pillars had potential. Now she of course she lacked in physical. She lacked in pillars, right? She lacked in pillars, and then just her lacking in pillars. Like made me, I felt that vibration. I felt that energy. I didn't like her. I mean, I can't say I didn't like her. I just didn't feel the same way as. She get her vibration, her energy. We didn't match that much. So in reality, the relationship was kind of off. So then. But then I ignored that because I was settling for less, because that's what settling for less. When people settle for less, they ignore their problems. They ignore problems. You know what I mean? So do not ignore problems. Do not settle for less, because when you settle for less, you ignore problems. They'll say,
so you gotta raise your standards so the universe can meet you there.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Right?
Yeah, facts. And then fucking I thought she could change. I had high imagination.
It's easier to change her than to change her.
Exactly.
I don't know if that makes sense.
¿Tú me entiendes?
It's easier to change her than to change her.
¿Tú me entiendes?
Right?
Yeah.
What did you do? You proposed her.
I proposed her because I seen good things in her that she
Do you look like a clown? Like a fool?
I look like a fool now for
that time, but nah, bro, you're not a fool. You want to know why?
Why? Because I'm working on my 5
It's like
pillars
asking
now.
a question. If you ask a stupid question, you're gonna be a fool for the minute or whatever. But if you don't ask the question, you'll be a fool for life. That's the best lesson that fucking happened to you. Now that mess is supposed to be your message. So you can bring awareness to these guys, to these young guys. Because I have my brother, I have my cousin, I have a lot of friends, and I have a lot of family members that settle for less, bro. Right? Yeah. And they used to judge me. And guess what, bro? I'm happy. They're fucking miserable, depressed. Yeah. You know why? Because I said everything is a numbers game. If it makes sense. Instead of me changing the person, I'm going to change them. I already passed through 3 baby mamas, bro. I don't give a fuck if the world judges me. But guess what? I didn't accept no bullshit from fucking them. That's a flex. Por mi paz mental, yo hasta mi casa la dejo.
You didn't settle for less.
Right? Yeah. In another word, for my peace of mind, I'll leave my own fucking house, bro.
You ain't tolerating.
You want to get your shit together.
Yeah.
Self-care, self-love, happiness, inner peace, independence, time management.
Yeah.
When you get your shit together as a man, women, bro, they're born already, literally, with their value. Straight up.
Yeah.
Any guy will do what you did. But not any woman will do what you did for her, will do it for us. See, we could get a woman of McDonald's and build them. But a woman will never get us of McDonald's and build us.
Fact.
So you got to understand it's a numbers game. For women, it's different.
You got to work on yourself.
For women, they already got the numbers.
Work on yourself.
They already got the numbers. We don't. We got to work our way up to the top of the mountain.
And you can change that.
So they could come to us, so the butterflies could come to us.
Yeah.
You know how?
Changing, working on your 5 pillars.
Simple. Do not trade time for money. With money, you buy other people's time. Who do you think a woman values more? A man that is a leader or a man that is a follower?
A man that's a leader.
So unification.
Exactly.
Imagine a man that could communicate well. From 1 to 10, how's your communication?
A 2.
A
2.
Thank you for being honest, for having self-awareness. Right? Do you know the way you communicate is how you stimulate a woman's mind?
Yeah.
You learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So imagine you would have been in imagination to be able to spot out red flags, right? Before they fucking happen. Right?
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Yeah, correct.
So us as male, we got to play the 80-20 rule also when it comes to choosing the female.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
So we understand they all like us, right?
Yeah.
Now we got to check out their connection with God. Right? Because if they don't have a connection with God, they for sure don't have a connection with themselves.
You already know.
Right?
Yeah. Facts.
Right? If they're smoking hookah, drinking.
Tattoos on their neck.
Bro, if they're smoking hookah, drinking, guess what, bro?
It's a red flag.
Bro, when you get them, it's where you lose them.
Ya tú sabes.
Right?
Yeah.
You get them in a club, don't get mad. What the fuck you doing in a club? They having fun? Nah, bro. You see?
Fact.
Now, simple. If they don't work their mindset, can they communicate well? People perish because of lack of knowledge. Right?
Yeah.
If they don't work the physical pillar, can you trust her? Can you trust her?
No, that's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
Because
there's levels.
It's a big one.
Women could be born with their nice body, but if they don't work their body, guess what's happening to them?
Se van a poner. They're no good.
Especially after they give birth.
Yeah, they're
right?
no good.
The emotions. We want a woman emotionally what?
Stable.
We don't want them fucking psychopaths,
¿Tú me entiendes?
bipolar ass, right?
¿Tú me entiendes?
Right? Bringing, you know how many males, because they chose the wrong woman, bro. They didn't apply the 80-20 rule.
Facts.
Bro, talk to 10, and then out of those 10, 2 of them are going to be quality. Then you pick the one that's going to fucking be
the main one, yeah.
The one that fucking chooses you, out of, right? That's the one you choose.
Fact.
Right?
Yeah.
But you got to make sure you have others that are choosing you. So you could make sure you give that energy to her that what?
Yeah, you're
but if you're telling a woman, ensuring that you're exclusive to her and she doesn't know that other women want you, they'll replace you with a blink of an eye.
Facts.
Women never listen to what the fuck they say.
Facts.
Just watch what they do. And that you could see them Santa. Go to churches. You go to the church, that's where you see the most Santas. But are they Santas is the question. Are they saints? That's the question. So the 80-20 rule, I applied that in my life, bro. In the personal level, business, everything. It worked.
And you didn't
magic.
You didn't settle for less,
Bro. I have never settled for less on anything, bro.
You didn't tolerate that shit.
I'll never settle.
Yeah,
You got me?
it's a fact.
Straight up. You know what? We the business. I became the business. I became the catch. Become so fucking valuable that you know what's gonna happen?
What?
Huh?
What happened?
Losing you. It's like they got lost. That has happened in my life with females or with people in my past.
Facts.
If it makes sense.
That's a fact.
And I want to read something that I have basically when it comes to certain. Where is it? When one quits, bringing another 100. When one talks shit, post another 100 times. When one does you dirty, change another 1,000 lives. Don't ever let them tell you your story. You tell the real story by showing up the next day and let them feel the type of leader they left. Keep going. Why the 80-20 rule could change your life. Once again, let me read this again so it can marinate in your life. Right? Why the 80-20 rule will change your life. When one quits, bringing another 100. Meaning when one woman dumps you, you use that fuel,
And yeah,
99.
So
You see, all I had to learn is one time. I only needed one rejection. And that neighbor didn't even ask the girl out. She just gave me some type of energy that she was not fucking with me.
que no te gustó.
And that was enough energy,
To motivate
a little
you.
kid,
To motivate you.
to motivate me. You got me?
Para no cogerle.
To not kiss nobody's ass.
No comerle. No
When
comerle.
one quits, bringing another 100. That applies to personal and business. When one talks shit, post another 100 times. See, if Diddy, when one talks shit, he could have kept posting 100 more times. All that bullshit wouldn't be happening. Notice how 120 different fucking people are now suing him. That's crazy. Bitch ass people trying to get him for his money. See, people are dirty, bro. When one does you dirty, change another 1,000 lives. Once again, when one does you dirty, change another 1,000 lives. What you do?
Change 1,000 lives.
Now, you don't take it to 100. You take now 100 to 1,000.
Yeah.
You see the numbers, right? So fuck the 80-20 rule. I'll do the 800-200 rule. I'll fucking 10x it. Don't ever let them tell your story. Will you let that girl tell your story? Will you let her speak on your behalf?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, no.
You tell the real story by showing up the next day and let them feel the type of leader or man they left. Keep going. You left her, she left you.
I left her. She still contacted my phone to get back with me. She still.
So you left her?
Yeah, of course. Tú estás loco, eh?
Why did you leave her?
Because I didn't tolerate that shit. Yo no le cojo mierda a nadie.
What did she do to you?
What? She stabbed me in my chest.
How did she stab you in your chest?
She slept with a coworker of mine.
You see? Why did she sleep with a coworker of yours? We're gonna get to a point. Why do you think she slept with a coworker of yours? Because she saw something in your coworker that she didn't see in you. She saw more value on your coworker than you.
Not necessarily.
Yes, and she saw that you were low character, low vibration. The other guy stimulated her mindset a little more. Do you know there's a lot of male orbiters that when a female has an issue with the male, she has her male orbiters. That's why females, straight up, I'll never tell a female not to have male friends. But when you see a female with male friends, big red flag. Big red flag. Straight up. You get me? You don't tell them anything. You just got to move with the next. That's why the 80-20 rule. Do the 8-2 rule. If you don't want to do the 80-20, do the 8-2 rule. Because you're probably low standards, low vibration, and you cannot get to 100. So at least get to 10. Right? Talk to 10 women. right? Out of those 10, 8 are going to be fucking shit. 2 of them are going to be quality.
If that.
If you're low vibrational in business, closing deal, talk to 10 people. Out of 10 people, 8 of them are not going to do business with you. 2 of them are going to do business with you. The 80-20 rule also applies in Bill Gates' story. Look at the Bill Gates' story. Jeff Bezos' story. Elon Musk. Mark Zuckerberg. Everybody. Why the 80-20 rule changed my life? You got to apply the 80-20 rule in your life. I bet you anything. If you literally would have had multiple women to be able to pick, right? That proved to you that they were quality. Will you pick her? That woman that you proposed?
No.
Huh?
No.
Straight up.
No, I wouldn't.
So why did you propose to her? And you did that movie, that fucking...
Because I settled for less and I had an imagination.
You know why? You didn't know your value.
Okay,
you know why?
that too.
You didn't basically invest in your value, in your self-worth.
Facts.
Facts?
Facts.
But now that you're investing in your self-worth,
I'm aware
what
now.
woman is going to come and tell you otherwise?
Facts.
You go put it in the work and get your shit together and have your 5 pillars. You're going to have now more awareness. You're not going to settle for less, bro. Around me, you think I'll let you settle for less?
Nah.
Straight up.
Nah, never.
I'll be that boy of yours that be like, yo, bro.
Kick it to the rock.
Bro, have that. If you want to fuck her, just fuck her.
¿Me entiendes?
No ten sentimiento.
Estamos en crecimiento.
Right? Just eat, but don't wipe that shit up.
¿Tú me entiendes? Facts.
You gonna settle for less?
No.
Subscribe to the channel. What else you want to say when it comes to the 80-20 rule? What did you learn?
Not to settle for less. Like, okay, out of 10 customers of mine, right? 20 of them are the ones that are gonna, the high achievers, the ones that are gonna give me the most money out of everybody else. That I can kick to rocks. I can kick to rocks 8 people and have 2 and live off my 2.
I'll give good example. You brought that up. Let's use Julio, my barber, because you are a barber. You're my ex-barber.
Okay.
Why do you think you're my ex-barber? Because even with barbers, I apply the 80-20 rule.
Okay.
You know why? Why would I kiss a fucking person's ass? Right? Just because you're a barber doesn't mean I want to use your service. You see? Just because a woman has pussy doesn't mean I'm going to settle for that pussy. Just because some customers bringing me money doesn't mean I'm going to settle for that money. So the 80-20 rule applies to everything. That's why you got to put yourself so valuable that you can fire your customers. That's deep. That's deep. Same thing, or fire your ex-team members. You want to deal with quality. But to be able to deal with quality, you got to fail forward in quantity. At first, you got to have quantity. When I started playing basketball, I got to take 100 shots in order to get to that high percentage. If it makes sense.
Yeah.
But without me taking that 100 shots, how the fuck? I can't say I want the perfect shot. That doesn't make fucking sense. Or I want the perfect woman. Doesn't make sense.
Facts.
But the minute you go and you aim to the moon and you fucking 100 women, 20 of them are going to be quality. Now you get to pick out of those 20.
Facts.
And then you do the 80-20 rule out of 20. What's 80% out of 20?
80% out of 20.
What's the 80-20 rule out of 20?
The 80-20 rule out of 20?
Yeah. Out of 20 people, 4 people.
Okay.
So at every 10, 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Out of every 100, 20. You get it?
Yeah.
So out of 1,000 is what? 200.
200.
You see? So do you gotta apply the 80-20 rule? Yes or no?
Correct. I agree.
They even apply it in leverage to buy a property. Leverage. When you're gonna buy a property, if the property's $1 million, 20% is what? 80-20 rule.
Yeah.
So how the fuck people are gonna tell me that the 80-20 rule doesn't change life? If you would have understood the 80-20 rule, you would understand leverage. 80% is leverage. 20% is what? What you gotta put in. And you go get creative, put in that 20%. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense with what I just said.
No, claro.
Right?
Yeah.
If you want to buy $1 million property,
Okay.
all you need is $200,000.
$200,000.
80-20 rule.
And then you can
80% of your results come from 20% of your effort. So in another word, 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort.
Exactly.
The 20% effort that you got to put in is that 200 grand.
Yeah.
And who said that 200 grand got to come from your effort?
Can come
Right?
about
I'd rather have
somebody
1%
else.
of 100 people's effort than
Somebody-
100% of my own effort.
somebody
So
else.
for that 200,000, all I gotta do is literally bring 2 people that could give me 100 grand, 100 grand.
grand.
And now we have $1 million property between 3 people. 33.3, 33.3, 33.3. So now we own $1 million property, 33.3 each. What you rather have, 1% of something big or 100% of something small?
1%.
Of something big or 100% of something small?
1% of something big. 1%.
So why people are not doing it? You know why? They don't understand the 80-20 rule.
Facts.
You apply that to everything.
Facts.
Subscribe to the channel, like, dislike, you got me, comment,
Don't settle for
everything.
less. Don't settle
You got
for
me?
less.
So if one person, if you got 100 people, 20 people put negative comments,
That's it.
no problem. You still got 80 people that put positive comments.
Let's go.
Make it up.